In this video, I'm going to show you how to add animations to your hyperlinks on any page that you have through Thrive Architect. If you do not already have Thrive Architect, I will have a link to that in this video description. I personally use Thrive Architect to build pages and make money online. If you want to know how I make money online, I will also include a link to that below as well, which I would highly recommend checking out. So yeah, with that said, my name is Cliff, and let's jump into this. So I'm just going to pick a random spot of text here. We're going to go with that text right there, okay? So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to click the link button, and I already have Google as my link, so I'm just going to paste that in here. As you can see, google.com, whatever. No, it doesn't really matter, just I'm using that for example. And then now I'm going to insert that, and now it's linked as like the normal link. A link would normally be on a page. From here, what you do is you simply come to where the link is, you click on the link itself, and then it changes the menu on the left-hand side, on the left-hand column. From here, what you do is you come over here to where it says Effect. You click this drop-down menu, and then it gives you 13 different effects that you can have over this. So you have thin underline, thick underline, wiggle, which if you hover over it, you can see it gives this kind of wave effect. You have gradient fade, which you can kind of see a slight preview of it right there. You have animated fill. You have gradient fill, dotted fill. Whoops, that was not what I wanted to do. Instant fill, left to right, right to left, fade underline, expand underline, and then left gradient fill. So some of them are just, a lot of these are just slight variations of each other. But for example, if I wanted to go to left gradient fill, let's just say I'm gonna click that, and it's going to apply it, and I can hover over it up here, and then you can see what it does. And then of course I could apply this, for example, and then come up here to the top, and I could change the color. I could change the effect color by clicking here, and I could slide it, over here. I could, move this over here. So if I wanted to make it a more of a yellow color, then I could do that. Let's see how annoying that is. See that makes it easier to see. That makes it appear is like a partial highlight, I guess you could say, since it's not a full highlight from left to right. But you know that would kind of catch somebody's attention. So you can do it that way, because you see if I do it, let's just say like a blue color, and then come down to darker, then it makes it hard to read for some people. Whereas yellow is obviously more of a highlight color, so you can do it that way, even though it's not quite what I had. Let me come up to a lighter color. There you go. So I'm gonna apply that, and then I can also come back and try other effects by coming back up here. And let's just say I want to go with an animated fill. Then when I hovered over it, it would just rise up from the bottom. And if I want something a little bit less obvious, a little bit less intrusive, maybe that's a bit overkill for you, I could go to something like thin underline, for example, and okay, I thought that was going to pop out. So wiggle, I guess, would be more something that would animate if I hovered over it. That would definitely get somebody's attention. Gradient fade, let's see what that does differently. So gradient fade is kind of hard to see. It's hard to see in this because it's not in preview mode, but you can kind of see it at the bottom there. Okay, so this is more of like an animated underline. So you see how it, well, when I hover over it, it actually like ejects itself from side to side. So that's essentially, how you do that. I would say to kind of use this with caution, I guess you could say. For example, I personally would not want to turn my entire page into a giant rainbow of, of different colored links. So, be creative with how you use this. I would not I would not overkill it. But for example, let's just say that you have like your top 10 favorite products of the year, or your top 10 recommended tools that you use in your business. For each section, you might make your links a different color, for example. That would be something, that's just one idea that I could come up with off the top of my head. Or maybe, add a gradient fade to one section, add a wiggle to a different section. Obviously, mess around with it. Each person's taste is going to be different. Maybe your website is more of an artistic website, so you can have more of a variety on there. Again, each person is different, but this is essentially how you can spice up your links. How you can spice up your links a bit. So, with that said, yes, I know. Stop reminding me. So anyway, with that said, yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully, this is showing you how to kind of, like I said, spice up your content a little bit more. And again, if you do not already have Thrive Architect, then I invite you to visit my link in the description. Yes, I get credit for your purchase, but it doesn't cost you anything more. And I think it's, I purchased it and I enjoy it. So again, that link is down there if you want to check that out. And if you want to learn how I make money online by making videos like this, then that link is also in this video description. With that said, thank you very much for watching. Check this out, and I'll see you around. Cheers.